Hey, it's Honey. Welcome to a new video. I'm once again in my mystical little forest to bring you another Littlest Pet Shop collection. I want to say, right here, right now, I am currently suffering from hay fever. I literally cried before I recorded this video, and I know that sounds dramatic, but I have not been able to breathe properly all day. My nose is constantly running, so I'm probably going to sound stuffy. I'm probably going to go throughout this video. I apologize if you were eating, but it's gross and I'm suffering, and I just want to apologize if you can hear it. For today's collection, we're going to be taking a look at all my Littlest Pet Shop bats because I received a package containing the last LPS bat I needed to complete this collection. So I'm going to show you guys all of the LPS bats I own, and then at the very end we're going to unbox my final bat I need, and of course I'll show that one as well. Like always, I'm going to have their numbers in the top right or left corner so you guys know what each pet is numbered, as well as my little backstory behind them if they have any. So if you love LPS bats, I hope you enjoy this collection video, and let's get started. I'm actually gonna blow my brains out, like, I can't take this anymore. Imagine having a reaction to just earth, like, oh my god. So, starting us off strong, we have the first LPS bat I ever bought. This beautiful purple bat was part of a little kind of sleepover nighttime set that also came with an inchworm and a monkey. I got this when I was a kid. I remember getting it in store and I absolutely fell in love with all three pets from this pack. I still have all three of them to this day. My favorite was actually the inchworm because of the coloring, but this bat has always held a special place in my heart because it was the only LPS bat I managed to get in store. Every other bat in my collection I had to either trade or purchase online. I feel like this bat often gets overlooked compared to the other Littlest Pet Shop bats, but I really think it is beautiful. It has a very simplistic design compared to the others, but I don't know, I just love it. Maybe it's nostalgia for me, but I think it's a beautiful pet. It also has this kind of innocent looking to the side glance that I just think is so cute. Next bat I got was this one here. This is a Littlest Pet Shop online pet that was released in collaboration with the LPSO game. It is such an adorable pet. The pastel colors are gorgeous. It really reminds me of a carnival, just the whole theme it has going on. I got this pet in a trade pretty early in my YouTube channel lifetime, and I actually got it new in its box. I don't actually remember what I traded for this pet, but I remember being so excited to get it, and even though I did receive it new in its packaging, the box was pretty squished, so I did opt to take it out, and I'm so happy I did because I think it's just gorgeous and I love putting it on display and using it in videos. Like, just look at these colors. They are so gorgeous and unique. The next bat I believe I got was this sparkly bat here. As you guys can tell, they actually changed the mold for this one. It kind of looks less fluffy and more naked. It has a more accurate nose area with the little fangs and the kind of piggy looking nose that a lot of bats have. I personally prefer the other bat mold better. However, I do think this one's really cool for a vampire or just Halloween theme in general. I'd love to see a black version of this bat. But this bat was released in a pet pairs along with our first LPS wolf, so kind of makes sense that we got a bat and wolf in the same pack, and I think that's really cool. This is the only sparkly bat that has ever been released from Hasbro, and I absolutely love the blue sparkles that they used on the wings and ears. I'm not the biggest fan of these aqua sparkles on the head though, but that's just me. I also find it interesting that they only put the sparkles on the front of the wings and didn't extend it to the back, but hey, it's still a really cute design. Hasbro also released a Brazilian non-glitter variant of this pet. The designs are virtually identical, the only difference being the Brazilian version is missing the glitter in the ears and wings, and it's also completely missing the star design on the forehead. I think the perfect combination would be the glitter from this one's ears and wings, but the bald forehead of the Brazilian design. I was actually really lucky to find this pet. I got it from eBay, and even though the prices for these Brazilian pets can get quite high, the seller I bought it from was actually selling it for a pretty decent price, and they were willing to ship to Australia, which I was very excited about. So super lucky, right time, right place. If you're looking for these Brazilian pets, even though there are some listings on eBay, they are very expensive, and I'd recommend going to Instagram first, as there are quite a few sellers on Instagram who are selling these Brazilian pets for cheaper than eBay. And of course, trading is also an option. I've gotten some other non-glitter Brazilian variants through trading, so that's always viable if you're interested in getting them that way. There's a bunch of birds tweeting outside my window. Can you guys hear that? Okay, moving on. We have another bat with this kind of bald bat mold. It's actually the only other bat they made with this specific mold, and that is the mod bat. I believe it is also called the punkiest bat, and I think it's really cool. Just very punk rock, early 2000s emo. The whole color palette and design is just really cool. I especially love the little fur patches they put inside the ears that almost look like flames. And of course the kind of stitch pattern they put all over the wings as well. All of the mod pets are just really sick, and I'm glad the bat was included in the mod pet collection. Unfortunately, a lot of these mod pets don't have bobble heads. They are quite stiff, even though you can move them, but it's interesting. I'm not sure why that is, because this mold can bobble. We've seen it with the previous two pets. But for some reason, when it comes to specific mod pets, their heads are just a lot more stiff. Like I said, this was the only other bat made with this specific mold, unfortunately, but hopefully one day we can see it return. The next bat I got is hands down one of my favorites, and that is the Halloween bat. This bat just has my heart. I think the color choices were perfect, but also the addition of having little moons and stars inside its wings, like, come on. Whoever worked on the design for this pet knew what they were doing, and they absolutely nailed it. I want Halloween pets to return so badly, and if they do, I pray they look similar to this. This Halloween bat, along with the LPSO pastel bat, has actually become pretty sought after in the last couple years, and they've both kind of skyrocketed in price. I got this bat for quite cheap, and like I said, I traded for the LPSO bat, so I was very lucky in that regard. Hopefully they come down in price, because I do think these bats are adorable and everyone should get the chance to enjoy them. But for now, I do count myself very lucky to have avoided the price hike that they're currently seeing. And I think if I was to recommend any LPS bat, it would be this one. I just think it's perfect, and it ticks every box I want in a Littlest Pet Shop design. But I also love anything Halloween themed, so maybe I'm a little biased. This next bat is pretty unique because it is the only walkable bat and the only bat that has this specific mold. The head is pretty similar to the bats we've been seeing, however it has a hat permanently molded to its head, and the body is in a different pose. It also has heterochromia, which is really cool. This specific bat was released as part of a dancing line. There was a cat, a dog, and some other animals that were made to move and kind of dance. Kind of like an off-branch of the Walkables. This specific bat has little wheels at the top of its head, and it's actually meant to be displayed upside down. When this pet's turned on, it kind of does a little head spin, kind of like a breakdance move. Unfortunately, I don't have any working batteries currently in it, but it's a cool little gimmick. I especially appreciate that you can actually display this pet upside down like a bat. And even though its head is flat with the hat, it still has a little groove on its feet, so if you want to actually hang it off something as well, you still can. I think the dancing line is cool. I don't see a lot of people in general talk about this bat, and I think it's because it is quite different, but if you can pick it up for a cheap price, which I'm pretty sure you can, because like I said, no one really cared about these pets, definitely pick it up because I think it's worth it. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of see it as my purple bat's cooler sister. The second last bat I ever received, and the most recent bat I got, besides the one we are opening today, is this special edition brown bat. This bat LPS is so freaking cute. I received this one as part of my birthday gift from my boyfriend recently, actually earlier this month, and I just adore this pet. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's simplistic compared to the other designs, but it works so well. I love its little pastel pink nose with these light greenish aqua eyes. Of course, I gotta point out the special edition paw print logo on its wing. And it's just a freaking cute pet, especially if you like neutral colored LPS that aren't in your face. I think a lot of you are going to like this bat. I've never really seen this pet for super cheap. It's not the most expensive bat, but it definitely isn't super like chump change. And that's probably because it's special edition, but also a bat. So there's not a lot of them, and people usually mark up special edition pets. But if you can find it for a decent price, I highly recommend it because it's very aesthetically pleasing pretty much anywhere you go. So there is one more bat LPS that I have yet to show you, and that's because I just received it in the mail today. So let's open it up together and take a look at the final LPS bat ever released, the special edition fuzzy bat. Here is the package all the way from the US. So I'm nervous about this package. It's a fuzzy or flocked LPS, meaning there's a good chance that there's probably some damage on the flocking. However, the listing images did look pretty good, and I'm hopeful. They didn't mention any major damage, so I'm praying. I did see a couple of listings for this specific pet on eBay, new in its box, and that would have been a good way to get a perfect condition one, but they were quite pricey and I didn't want to pay that much. So I've taken the risk and bought a pre-owned one that I am hoping is in good condition. So let's find out together. We have a package inside a package situation. Layer number 3, okay, I feel like I'm being pranked at this point. Breached the pet, I see the LPS. So nervous. It looks pretty good, just looking at it through the plastic, and I'm pretty certain this is its original accessory, which is really cool. Oh my god, chat, I think we've done it. She looks stunning. We're gonna take a closer look at her, don't worry, but I just wanted you guys to see her fresh out of the package. I am so relieved. It's her accessory, by the way. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the original accessory that's sold with the pet. It's like a little hanging branch that you can hang any bat LPS off of. So it looks like this. It's so freaking cute. But let's take a look at her and I'll tell you guys some info about this pet. Here is our final bat LPS we needed. I feel like you guys have just seen me win the lottery because this isn't a pet that is hard to find. There are quite a few listings of this fuzzy, flocked, furry, whatever you want to call it, bat on eBay. The only issue is a lot of the listings have damage. And so when it comes to eBay, you can actually get this pet for pretty cheap if you don't mind some missing fur here and there. But finding one in really good condition like this, without it being new in its box and very expensive, has been quite a mission. So this is what the pet looks like. It's very similar to the special edition bat I previously showed. The main differences being this one is fuzzy and has different eye shines. It's also a lighter shade because of the flocking, but you can definitely see how similar they are. They make such a cute pair. Fun fact about this bat, this is the only flocked bat Hasbro ever made. I love the concept of flocked pets, but I hate how dirty and easily damaged they get. So while they look cool, they can be a pain to collect. The pet also isn't fully flocked. They left the feet, wings, and hair unflocked. Oh, and also the nose, the inside of the ears, and of course, the eyes. I personally find it quite interesting because usually with flocked pets, Hasbro will cover everything except the nose and eyes, so they really designed this pet quite well. I only have one gripe about this pet, and that is its head is insanely loose. It might just be my one, but let me show you guys. So this is a normal bat bobble. You can see me moving it back and forth. And this is our flocked bat. As you can see, it's just like there's no stopping it. It is just on full rotation at all times. She is still cute as frick though, and I am so glad to add her and finish my bat collection with this pet. So guys, that is my complete LPS bat collection, all 9 designs. I am so incredibly grateful to have now completed this mold of pet. I think they are so adorable. I love that there are also 2 variations in the mold. I am begging Basic Fun to please make the 10th bat. I need her so bad. I think a perfect way to bring her back would be a Halloween pack, but hey, that's just me. If y'all ever need some design inspiration, give me a call. I'm always available. But in all seriousness, I love this mold. I really hope it does come back, and I'd love to know which one is your favorite in the comments down below. The LPS bat has actually had a lot of different varieties in its design, and I just think it is quite underrated. I see some photos of LPS bats on Instagram now and again, but in general, I feel like they don't get a lot of discussion, and I wanted to do my bat collection not only because I just completed it, but also because I love this pet and I want to get more people to just see all of the bat LPS there are. I love my main 5 pets, but it's not always about them. So I love showing these pets that have not a lot of variations that have been released. Like I said, there's only 9 bats in total, and I'd love to see more. And hey, maybe you guys saw a bat that you didn't know existed today, and I love that because I love showing off all these different pets. If you want to see my other collection videos, I do have a playlist on my channel that I have been uploading more to this year specifically. And if there is a certain pet you want to see a collection video on, let me know in the comments down below, because I am going to be slowly making my way through my collection and showcasing different molds. Some of the next molds I specifically want to show off are the crocodiles and snakes, because I have completed both of them as well and would love to showcase them, as they are also pets I absolutely adore. But like I said, if there are specific pets you guys also want to see, let me know, because I love making these collection videos and just yapping about the pets. I want to say to everyone watching, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I really appreciate it, and I want to thank just everyone who has been supporting me. It means a lot, and I hope I can continue making enjoyable Littlest Pet Shop videos for you guys moving forward. And I will see you in my next video. So until then, bye guys!